I'm Susan, and I'm a truck driver.
And what is that right there? Is that an old jack?
Big hydraulic jack.
Okay.
I don't feel that I'm a typical woman in the fact that I like things that guys like. My backyard looks like a junkyard. It's like heaven for somebody that's a mechanic, or that likes junk.
I'm Charles, and Susan is my mom. My mom's got cars, boats, trailers, RVs, and she's just buying more. It's ridiculous.
When they give me excellent prices, I don't care if it's something I don't need. I just get a rush out of getting a good deal.
How much is the old toolbox? All right, no fast corners.
I'm Jennifer, and Susan is my mom. My mom buys things that she thinks she can fix and sell it for more than she got it for, but that doesn't end up happening. They just end up collecting dust in a junkyard.
I'm Mimi, and Susan is my daughter. I just try to do the best I can in the house. I have my wheelchair, and I've done so much all these years in my chair, but there are rooms in the house that are so stacked up I can't get to them or into them.
I'm Brandy, and Susan is my aunt. We've been hearing they're gonna lose everything. She may declare bankruptcy, and Mimi may have no place to go.
Oh yes, I have anger towards my mom, because we knew it would happen to the money. We knew it would be gone quickly.
It's mayhem all the time. I've yelled at her many a time before. I'm like, why does this mean more to you than everybody else?
This is my only truck that I move stuff with, so this one's definitely not going anywhere.
What about the next one?
My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme cleaner specializing in biohazard and hoarding.
What are you saying? You want me to junk a running vehicle? Is that what you're
We
saying?
can't even start until we deal with these cars. She has to let go of some of these vehicles, or we can't even get in the backyard. Is it running? Because I thought we were talking about pushing them and towing them because they can't
No,
start.
I just said I can have someplace I can put the vehicles. How many people have gas in their house?
This is pouring out on the ground.
Oh my God.
Hold it. I gotta put some more gas in the carburetor. Don't start it till I tell you to.
We're all gonna blow up.
Okay, go for it.
Are you ready to start in the backyard?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna get them back here and we'll start going through some of this stuff right here so we can make room to work around this car. You want this old doll head? You see a kid playing with this?
I guess. None of that goes.
These are all rusted. Don't you think we ought to get rid of those?
No, This was all the safe pile right here.
We're trying to haul off as much of my mom's stuff as we can.
Can we get rid of this?
No, I told you where to put it. In Mimi's.
You didn't tell me what it's for.
She's being pretty resistant to things that aren't worth anything.
I'm going through there and trying to be as nice as possible.
You're not
and save
being
you
nice,
stuff.
Chuck. When you're putting it in the truck without me there, that's not being nice.
Where are you in all this?
Let's see. Where do you think I might have been, Chuck?
I don't know. Not out here.
Yeah, right.
She just moves right over them with mockery, sarcasm.
Can you go do some big stuff with the guys instead of playing with the little stuff that I need to go through? Would there be any possible way of doing that?
Charles is the one person who's standing up and saying, enough is enough.
You're not keeping bed frames in the backyard.
Who's gonna want these? Are you gonna
You
sell
need to
them?
throw them away.
Good luck. Flat tires and all. Watch that. Metal.
Yep.
Man, I
Doctor.
What happened?
Dang it! My knee is just split wide open.
No. This is the problem. He just fell on this and sliced his
Just
leg
sliced
open.
my whole kneecap.
He's
open.
done now, okay? How many people in this family are going to have to be affected by your mess before you will start letting it go instead of moving it around and stacking it everywhere? This is a serious injury to his leg. We're going to lose him now for the next few days. He's not going to be able to help us at all. And he was the one person that was standing up to her, showing her that he wasn't afraid. And now he's gone.
Oh my God.
This is all because of your not willing to let go of stuff. When does it sink in? Like, when does it start to affect you? When do you shed a tear when all the rest of your family is? When? I haven't seen a bit of remorse from you yet. I don't even know what to say. I really don't.
Cars need to be put on 100% hold. They are not important until all this gets done. This has got to be about Mimi and about the kids and about the people that it's affecting and stuff.
Everybody's starting to get it, that nobody is important really to Susan, and the kids will not put up with it.
Susan is worried about her cars, and that's all she's been thinking about since she got here. And all I want to do is get this place cleaned up. That's why I came here, and that's what's going to happen. I don't give a what Susan wants.
Brandy has had a problem with me for a while, and she feels like that I'm jeopardizing her grandmother's life by having people over to help me fix my cars and bring my junk in and bring my junk out and stuff like that.
You know what's going to happen in 3 days? She's going to list on Craigslist every single thing that's at that house. She's going to try to with on Craigslist, and then people are going to be coming over here to Mimi. I mean, a sane person would say, Mimi, you're not safe here. I want you to have your own place. I want you to be safe. What we're saying is at this point in time, after all these years, we're not willing to trust you with Mimi's safety anymore because it's dangerous for her. Mimi cannot stay here like this. It can't happen. Mimi has to move out.
Try to let your heart go to, this is for my mother. Susan has never managed life completely on her own. As long as Mimi was in Susan's life, in Mimi's word, it was like two people with one leg holding on to each other.
Okay, I'll see you in just a little while, okay?
All right, thanks. You bet.
Mimi's gonna go back to our hotel where we're staying, and she'll probably end up coming back to live near where I live, so I can take care of her.
This gives Susan a chance to stand on her own legs. It is a huge challenge for her. It is so important for Susan to see a living space, revitalized, open, free, is a symbol for what life could be like for her.
It's hard. You know, I think the family's really happy that we fixed up the house.
Wow.
I didn't even know there was a fireplace.
But at the same time, the fact that we did a makeover on our room might inspire her a little bit, but I think it's going to be very temporary, and I think she's going to fill this house up again. A lot of mending that needs to go on in this family, right?
It's this idea that there could be another way.
Normal life.
There could be another way to live life without bringing along pain after pain, to really have life that feels good. It will take a while for Susan to realize that the family is not going to succumb to manipulation. It's so important at this point in time for the family to have the strong boundaries so Susan is allowed to have the space she needs to continue to grow.
Wow, this is great.
Now, I do feel that this openness and the chance of a normal life, it could be there. I think it's just what's in my mind is that I'm going to eventually have a large yard sale and make a bundle of money.
I'm the Cobra, pro wrestling manager extraordinaire, classic championship wrestling. My life started to spiral out of control, and it's still spiraling out of control. And somehow that spiral got in my house, and it's like a tornado. It's just ripping everything up. I deserve to get the gold belt of Hoarders, okay? I'm a sick individual. You don't ever want to climb into my mind and walk around because you ain't coming out sane.
I'm JR, and I'm Cobra's friend from the world of professional wrestling. There's one and only one Cobra, and that's probably a good thing, but we love him for what he is. He's part cartoon character, he's part maybe carnival barker, part old school professional wrestler, and part Fred Santiago when it comes down to it.
I'm Cobra. I'm always Cobra, you know? I always was Cobra. Kind of fits my persona because I can be slow and easy like the snake. You know, I can even put somebody into like somewhat of a hypnotic state at times, but then if I strike, it's gonna be fast, you know, and be over with.
I'm William, and I'm Cobra's son.
I'm Takara. I'm William's girlfriend. When I came into the relationship, William and Cobra were so close. They would go see movies together almost like every week. And as William's been wanting to clean up and get things taken care of, I saw the relationship kind of shift. It was almost like the roles reversed. William was the father, Cobra was the son, because William wanted to get things cleaned up.
My mom passed away like 5 years ago. She was my world, you know? And then a year ago last March, I lost my dad, I lost my best friend. That about did it to me, you know? That tore my world up.
The house was messy, but after my grandparents passed, the house turned into a wreck.
I just kind of didn't care about anything after I lost my parents. It's everything like, you know? The loneliness is the worst. The loneliness. My dad, I have his ashes right at the table where he sat to read the paper. I have him sitting in his chair there. And Mom's ashes are in the room with me because she would always be in the living room with me. The loneliness really tears you up and just throws you into another downward spiral.
Now he's at the house alone, it's depressing him more. And the condition of my dad's house, it definitely affects his health. So me and my girlfriend helped take care of my dad. My grandfather's legacy was his property, and my grandma wanted her ashes spread around the pond, so I want to get it back into the condition it once was. My dad really needs to get the house clean now because my girlfriend's pregnant and his house just can't be like that. He can't come out of that house and have a normal interaction with the baby.
We don't want to raise a child and have to really restrict her time with him because of the condition that he's living in.
It's an old toy I keep around for people to play with if they come over.
Cobra has come to the point where he's comfortable and he doesn't want to change. He doesn't feel the need to change. That's a really big hurdle right now, is trying to get him to understand that change is good.
I'm already trying to come out of this, whatever, this downward spiral. I'm trying to make my way up. And then on top of that, so on top of making my life better, I gotta make it better for my grandbaby and for them too. It's overwhelming, you know what I mean? Loneliness, depression, hoard, you know, it's all a vicious circle. It's terrible, it's, you know, welcome to my living hell, that's what it is.
Wow. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. We've got a risky situation today, a very dangerous situation, which is dealing with the house.
I would just mention briefly that I'm going to be by your side as we do this, Cobra, and my job is to both support you and challenge you. My name is Dr. David Tolan. I'm a psychologist and an expert in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder.
Okay.
So there are going to be times that I'm going to try to get you to do things and think about things differently. Don't take it personally, but we got to make sure that this problem not only gets fixed now, but doesn't come back in the future. So I'm going to be working with you on behavioral change.
Yeah.
All right, in terms of being in the hoarding ring here, I think this is round one.
It's time for the smackdown.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody with me? Ding, ding. Ding, ding. All right, let's go. Do it now. Go to your areas specifically.
All right.
Go and do it quickly.
Come on this way.
Quickly, move fast, fast, fast. Okay, careful coming in, everybody. What I want you to do is start here. I'm gonna go up to the trailer and see how the SteriClean team is doing, but just start grabbing some random things. You might not even put them into bags. Just get some of these larger items and get them out the door, and I'll be back, okay? Okay.
The reason we're working in the mobile home as well is because I need to have that mobile home taken out of here so that William can get his new double-wide trailer in. Because if William's not on the property, then Cobra isn't taken care of.
Dorothy's telling us that it's okay for us to go into the mobile home now, and I think this is important. Part of letting go involves saying goodbye.
Come on in, Cobra. Why don't you stand right here,
just looking
hon?
around here, see what was on the floor.
So we're in here because we have a demo guy coming, and
Okay.
this structure is going to be flattened.
Okay.
And I want you to be able to have time here to look, see, know what we're doing.
It's time to say goodbye. And as we're looking around, there's a beautiful card from William to his dad.
He made for me when he was
sweetheart.
younger.
Look at that.
What's that say?
Says, I love you, Dad. That's beautiful. Yeah.
William.
Yeah, there's little cupids there. No, thanks, yeah.
Thanks, Will.
How old were
Appreciate
you
it.
at the time?
Oh, my God.
Who knows?
Somewhere in kindergarten to third grade, somewhere in that area.
Yeah. Is this a keep?
Damn right. Of course it is. He made it, and feel the love, you know.
This is a big piece of Cobra's past. He's got a lot of fond memories in this mobile home. So I want him to be able to acknowledge that, say goodbye, and prepare to move on. So do you feel ready to let the place go?
Oh, man. It's gonna be rough, but I gotta do it so they can put their foot, and my granddaughter can be close to me, you know?
Yeah. So sometimes you gotta clear out the past to make way for the future.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
I thought we would get a lot done yesterday. No, didn't. Today, I need SteriClean to get inside the house and begin working immediately. Bad news is we have to empty all the cabinets. Right into a trash bag. Under the sink goes for sure. Whatever I leave open goes. Okay. Trash, 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 trash. All trash. Just take it and put it out there. It's all trash.
We have another issue that's come up, and we were talking about Takara and William moving onto the property and setting up their own mobile home up in that area. And there's a concern that's been raised regarding the cars. I don't know, Takara, do you want to talk about what your concern is?
Oh, my concern is just having them up so close to where we're going to be living. I was hoping that they could be
They
gone,
can be what?
removed.
Okay, well, number one, the nerve will never be gone. Okay, the nerve will never be gone off the property.
Mm-hmm.
And I am still trying to sell it. Mustang. I still got it on Facebook. I still get calls about it. In fact, I got a call a couple
How long
weeks
were they
ago.
on Facebook, though?
I don't give it.
But,
I
like, how long?
I got it on there for $1,500, and I've had offers of like $900. Okay, they didn't come through, but somebody's gonna want to buy that damn thing. How many did I get rid of?
I'm not worried about the ones you got rid of.
Oh,
I'm
I
worried
know
about the
you're
ones
not.
where
You're
I'm
giving
going
me
to
more.
put. I'm
Like
worried about
this was
those.
like yesterday. More. I'm doing everything you want, and then it's more. You're the one kicking me down.
I'm just pushing you because
Well, I'm not
I
gonna
want
kiss
to.
her. I'm just telling you. I'm in charge here, and I'll always be in charge here, not you and William.
I'm not trying to be
but
anybody.
Cobra, you're acting as if you're being attacked, and I don't think
am.
you are being attacked.
Oh, I am. It's gotten a hell of a lot worse than this.
Not with me. I've done nothing this whole entire time since we've started this, but listen to what you've had to say and be the buffer between you two.
You want to micromanage my sale of that car? Go right ahead.
If we allowed Cobra to control the narrative, we would never actually get anything resolved. I want to keep us focused on the issue that Taikara raised, which is the cars. So I figured the best thing for us to do would be to go up, take a look at them, break from where we are, and talk about the cars.
Doc, how am I supposed to get better if they're gonna just come at me with all the time?
I'm not sure I hear anybody coming at you.
Bull.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Pretty good. You need to get rid of some of your cars.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, they're junk. They need to go. My name's Tony, and I am a scrapper.
How are you coming at me like this? You're on my property, telling me what I gotta do with my car.
He's like living in this imaginary world. His name's Fred, not Cobra. If you look here, the inspection ran out in 1987.
Tony and Cobra go way back, and Tony was here about 10 years ago and offered good money to take these cars away. But Cobra refused because he felt that the cars were more valuable than that.
And also, I'm not gonna buy it. You're gonna pay me to take it away.
Well, maybe, you know, at 30 years, you might not want to hold on to it.
So what do you think about losing the car?
Really pisses me off.
Sure,
You know?
that's a shame, and I appreciate that, but are you willing?
You can get rid of the car if you want.
Okay. Okay. So what's your thought as you watch the Mustang go?
Ever see money fly away?
I don't see money flying away. I see hoarding flying away, you know?
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
We just want to head straight into the living room here, right? We're in here because we want to make sure to take the ashes that you have for your parents outside and keep them safe. So where here, can you tell me where they are so we can take them?
Yeah, my mother's right here.
Okay.
I just keep her close to where I'm usually over here, you know?
So this is an example of something that we really want to honor. I'm curious, as you hold Mom's ashes here, what do you think about? What goes through your mind?
Just, what a good mother and good woman she was, you know?
What do you think your parents would think about how you've been living?
They'd probably be disgusted with what I let it get to, you know?
What do you think your parents would say to you about today's clean out?
They'd probably be happy that I was getting help, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of help I needed, you know?
Yeah.
Did you do the caregiving in here for your parents?
I took care of my mom till she passed in here. I took care of my dad up there.
Okay, so let's head there next.
Okay.
My concern about Cobra is that he's a little bit stuck. Hanging on to everything that somebody touched and turning your house into a landfill isn't good for you. What he needs to be able to do is clear out some space in the home and clear out some space in his head that might allow him to actually appreciate the memory of his parents.
He's even heavier yet, his ashes.
We're going to take good care of him.
I know you will. I've put my trust in you.
Does this bring up any emotions for you?
Quite a bit, you know. I was really close with both my parents.
How's your heart?
It's lonely, you know, being here on my own, you know. So.
Yeah, you look like you're weighed down.
Yeah, definitely. Just all the memories and thoughts and just everything kind of coming in on me, you know, doing all this, you know. And yeah.
So we want to help you grieve by honoring your parents rather than holding on to everything that they owned.
Okay.
We're gonna take Mom and Dad outside for some safekeeping, okay?
Yeah.
He needs to kind of let go. He needs to not only let go of some of these possessions and some of the junk that's around him, but he needs to let go of some of his grief.
Okay, everybody, what we need to do is just clear that stuff out of the living room. There's a couple of pieces of furniture. You know where it's going. I need you to take boxes, put them in the dining room, then everything else goes into the living room. So head on in and start up.
We are just scrambling, all of the cleanup crew, the organizers. We've got couches and a bed that's coming in. We've got a washing machine coming in.
Cobra, what are you thinking as you look around?
Overwhelmed. Glad I'm standing by this railing so I can hold on to it.
So this is a space where you can live happily and safely.
Yeah.
That's what's really important.
Right.
I'm really happy to see how much the house has been transformed. I mean, this was up to your eyeballs in clutter. And now this is a place where Cobra can live comfortably and safely.
I'm actually really pleased with the result here. What I wanted to make happen for Cobra, William, and Taikara is that Cobra has a place to sleep. He does. A place to cook and eat. Kitchen. Done. A dining room in which to have members of the family and friends come over. He's got it.
Cobra, you want to tell the two of them what this is?
Bassinet for the baby. Yeah, very funny, very funny. I hear what he said. I just wanted to do something for him. Thanks for all the help, you know, and everything. And just wanted to have something nice for the baby.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm sure she'll
Send it over to you.
really enjoy that.
And he did say, it's not from the house. It's new.
Yeah, brand new. Nice.
This is actually from Dr. Tolan and from me. We do want to give you your new championship belt of de-hoarding. There it is.
Okay.
Yes. So, what do we do? Do we do this?
Yeah.
Woo!
I can see that Cobra is pleased. And I think he's pleased not only because of the progress that Dorothy and her team have made, but I think he's pleased with his own actions here because he had to make a lot of really tough choices. And I think it's paid off for him, and I think he sees that.
Well, let me tell you something. Cobra got the gold belt of non-hoarding. And my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Cobra out.
I'm relieved because cleaning up the property and getting it prepared for our family, it was a stressful process. And William, he's always wanted to be up here with his father so they could have these memories and he could build on to
what he had up at this property.
What would your parents think about what's been done here these last few days?
They would love it, you know. They would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the house back, you know.
Yeah. One way of honoring them is to take care of the house that they
Right.
loved so much and that you grew up in. Right. Taking good care of it is a way of honoring them, and it's a way of honoring you too.
Yeah.
Because you're worth it.
Thank you. Thank everybody for all your help.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
I'm Dennis, and I am a retired architect. I've never thought of myself as a hoarder, but I'm hoarding. I know that. Anyone entering the house immediately becomes aware that there's clutter here. I've got hallways that are crowded to the point where you can barely walk through. In the living room, items are stacked on top of one another almost to the ceiling. Items at the bottom are being crushed. Everywhere you turn, you're going to find clutter. The other rooms in the house are equally in as bad condition. My kitchen area is hardly usable. My bathroom facilities aren't totally functional. I've got 3 rooms in the house right now that are so full you can't even get in the doorway. There's stuff full with boxes that have things in them that I haven't viewed for the last 12 years. Don't know what's in a lot of them. There's just so much. It's overwhelming. I've acquired quite a bit of sculptural work, wood carvings. There's a lot of lumber here. There are scrap metals, multiple wheelchairs, 5 motorhomes, which are stuffed full with things. 4 what I've referred to as snack vans or bread trucks, over a dozen cars, including classic cars. I will never in my lifetime get to do all that my ambitions have drawn me into. Okay, nice and easy now. Come on, you're coming up to the step. At this point in time, I need to help my wife with almost every life activity. It actually has become very difficult to get my wife from the bed to the living room space. Okay, stand up until I get you there. I try to assist her in walking as often as I can, but things have just become so crowded. I'm going to have to acknowledge that this is probably not a safe environment for even an able-bodied person. I'm very concerned about the condition of my home. I know that I need to clean up things as soon as possible, but one man against this amount is just hopeless.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Matt.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. It's a lot of people here, Dennis.
There are.
Big crew, big job. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine right now. I'm ready.
I think we can do this, man.
Let's do it. Let's
do it. Thank you for letting us even try.
Oh, absolutely. How much of a blessing I feel this is.
Well, let's talk in 3 days.
I appreciate it. It won't change. It will not change.
All right, this is old school. Let's put our hands in. We got this. Organizers, everybody come on in. We can do this. 1, 2, 3. We got this. Normally I would only start in one area, but just because of the sheer volume, we've got to start both inside and outside. So I'm gonna get my junk guys started outside, and I'm gonna get my organizers started inside. Hey guys, we have like an actual problem. Okay. You guys are doing so good that I have nowhere to put all this stuff outside. So I need you to like chill for 10 minutes. I've got to make space outside. It's a new day, it's a new Dennis. We still have 2 whole days. You guys ready to get started?
Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go. She said it. All right. Between inside and outside, we're taking about 10,000 pounds an hour. And we're still just kind of barely making a dent in this property. This has been a mad final push. We've got furniture coming. We've got people scrubbing, people cleaning. We're pulling carpets. We're bringing in new beds. We're bringing in new furniture. Everything is happening this last hour. I'm excited, but I'm still a little nervous. We did it. End of day 4. We cleaned a lot of trash out, over 500 tons, which is 1 million pounds. That's an enormous amount of weight. We didn't finish, but we did a good job. There's still a long ways to go, but the house looks great. I mean, I'm really pleased the family can now finally go in and live in this house.
Oh my word. I can't believe this.
Oh my God. Look at the kitchen.
You don't recognize this room anymore, do you? No, it's quite a bit different.
So you can see the house has been emptied of a few things. As you can see, it's been thoroughly cleaned. We've got a new couch, we've got new tables, we cleaned out the bedroom, we have a new bed for you. The kitchen is clean, the refrigerator is fully clean, and it's totally usable. It's really good.
This is fantastic, just fantastic.
How are you guys, family? What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
I'm blown away. I mean, this is just, I can't believe this is the same house we started with.
I'm stunned.
It's just amazing.
How does it feel to have all this space?
For whatever I've lost, look what I've gained.
What do you think, Mom?
How are you feeling?
You like it?
Can we get a smile? Huh? Okay, you're trying. All right.
Like it? She's good.
Okay, I'm sure she's happy.
Just looking at Judith and Dennis, I can tell they're happy. And that's what we're here to do.
This is where we'll be sleeping tomorrow night. Look a little different? Sure does. Fresh and clean.
Dennis and Judy can finally spend the night in a clean house for the first time in a long time. Check this out, dude.
That is
beautiful. Oh, wow. The whole thing is raising.
We're raising up. So we'll
Actually,
raise
So
up.
it is all going up.
Beyond anything I could have imagined.
Both bathrooms have been thoroughly cleaned.
You know, this morning we still felt like there was a lot to do, and we really didn't think it was going to happen, honestly. I think it's wonderful. There's so much room in here. My parents can actually move around now and enjoy themselves. It's well lit, it's clean, it's safe. It far exceeds any expectation I had. It's amazing.
That makes me feel good. I think this is going to be the way I want to keep it. This is absolutely going to be a fresh start. I'm going to do everything I can to preserve it. Don't want to let it get back anywhere near what it had been at.
This was a massive crisis. Inside was dangerous, outside was dangerous, there were fines, and we were able to handle all of those. What we have achieved is they have options, the county's gonna work with them, and they're gonna be able to make really good long-term decisions for both of them. This was a win.
Thank you. Very nice meeting you, Judith.
I'm Andy, and I'm a handyman. I'm not sure if I'm a hoarder, but I believe I am a collector of certain types of things. Computer equipment, stereo equipment, bicycles, cars, and engines. And I know how to fix most of those things. So if I find something that doesn't work, there's a good chance I can fix it. Sometimes I may collect too many of certain things, yes.
I'm Alan, and Andrew is my brother.
Andrew and my father both shared the same dysfunction, the same desire to hold on to things and not let them go. Andrew is clearly a hoarder. It's the most extreme case of hoarding that I have ever seen. Being a hoarder in a house with a hoarder, my father, 2 generations of hoarders living in the same premises, created a disaster.
I'm Mary Ann, and Andrew is my son. I hate to see a house that got in such a terrible mess. We were just trying to find some way to get Andrew in a different path because he had become so settled in living in his dad's house, a house that's so full of stuff that you couldn't even walk on the floor anywhere. You had to climb over stuff.
This house is a shambles compared to the other houses around it. It's a nice residential neighborhood. Prices in the neighborhood start at about $700,000 for a house and go up to well over $1 million.
I think my father decided to give me his entire estate because I helped him do all the things that were necessary, doing anything he asked for.
My brother wrote a will and had my father sign it when he was very sick and in the hospital. He was so ill that he couldn't even sign his signature on the line. In the will that Andrew wrote, I was left $1.
I am not convinced that my brother deserves any part of the estate because he didn't treat my father with respect.
I don't think it's fair for any one person to get all of it. I think it's fortunate that Adult Protective Services is available if help is needed, because Andrew will not move to a safe environment for himself. And it's hard to know what to do in a situation like that. Do you let somebody stay in a place where one person has already died due to the conditions there and let another person possibly die or become very sick? It's a hard situation to know what the right thing to do is.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in compulsive hoarding and OCD.
This morning, Andrew came up to me and shared that he has filed an order of protection against his brother, Alan. He basically stated that he's filed this because he's feeling harassed.
I got that order of protection because my brother had been threatening me in various ways.
I'm concerned that if Andrew serves the order of protection this morning, that Alan's gonna leave. And unfortunately, Alan is our primary support.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We have got to clean this house so we can save it. My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. We got to get rid of all of this stuff.
No,
okay?
not all of it.
Not all of it, but quite a bit. There are a lot of family issues going on that's outside of the scope of this cleanup. If we don't clean this yard up, the state's gonna be gone for both of you. 10% of zero is zero, okay? So it really doesn't matter who gets what. I still don't think you get how real that consequence is.
Yeah, I don't know the legal processes.
You could easily lose this house in the next month. That's very real.
Until you accept that we're in a crisis situation, we're not gonna go forward.
Well, I did accept that there was a risk of the city doing bad
There
things
is
to
a
me.
risk, not was, there is.
Still,
There
maybe
is,
still
right?
is,
This,
still
Not
is.
maybe, dude, it's real.
you're not accepting how serious
That-
this is.
By working with us, he'll still have a choice of what he can keep and not keep. If he's not able to do that, he's gonna lose everything. Let's go make some progress, all right?
All right, let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
These are my bicycles. I like them. They work. I don't want to get rid of them. The camp stove is very important. I use that for cooking.
That's your kitchen. What other, like, is this food? Can that go if it's expired?
No, that's good food.
Give me one item that can
Okay, take something that can go. This is not where I keep a lot of junk here.
go. Well, I would beg to differ. This is a lot of junk, really.
This thing is not terribly important. It probably works, but I don't have a lot of attachment to it. It seems to be full of water. Yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of junk in this area.
So out of this entire area, that's the one thing I can take.
Matt is trying to explain to you the magnitude of all the stuff that you have and how you continue to rationalize that everything is worth money.
One of the bigger concerns with the citation is that there's a homeless shelter in the middle of the front yard. A guy broke into his house, and instead of calling the cops on him, he lets the guy live in his front yard.
My name is Gregory Angiorano, and we're broadcasting live from Andrew's backyard, and I discovered that he was a hoarder, and I wanted to help him clean this friggin' place up.
God, it smells like urine.
Gregory is a man that lost his apartment. I gave him a chance to stay somewhere and get his life a little more organized.
You got condoms, cigarettes, you got gasoline tank, so he's doing a little huffing. This is crazy when you really think that in the middle of the hoard, there's a dude living like this.
Part of this hoarding tendency has been to hoard the entire estate. When our father got sick, you wrote a will in February that made you the sole beneficiary, and you got him to sign it. And when I had last spoken to him about his will, he told me that he would leave 45% to you, 45% to me.
I'm sorry, I gotta cut this off. This is not about the estate. It's not supposed to be about the estate.
But it's part of the hoarding issue.
I'm gonna speak. The estate has nothing to do with the hoarding issue. We were brought here to help your brother.
Right. But it's to recognize
don't
that
say
this
anything.
whole
I'm talking to
hoarding
you.
thing is
Don't
coming
say anything.
together.
I'm talking to you, okay? We were supposed to be here to help your brother long-term with his mental illness.
Right, and we're all on the same team
Don't
to do
talk.
that.
I'm talking. You're not on the same team. You are trying to save the estate for you.
I think his ultimate goal is to have government authorities declare me to be an incompetent person mentally, and then have some kind of legal guardian, which he would want to be himself.
You're doing it the wrong way, is what I'm telling you.
No, I think you are. And
Really?
Yeah, the reason that it's the wrong way is that you're not seeking the balance that he needs to reach. You're saying that it's okay for him to hoard the entire estate. You look at Andrew and you see this person who seems kind of innocent, and it's all a facade. It's not really there. Beneath it, there's a person who wants to grab everything for himself.
It's his choice. You can't control his life because you're upset that the estate
That's not why. You're putting words in my mouth, and I resent
Very
it.
sorry
I'm
about-
sorry that you have that
Can you stay,
perception,
please?
Yeah.
and I'm
Please
sorry
stay.
that you don't
We're proud of you.
understand things clearly, and I'm sorry that you're confused. I would like you to see things clearly.
Alan, look, I hear that you're concerned. I hear that, okay? I want to acknowledge
No,
that.
I'm a selfish prick who
Come
wants
on. Okay,
1/3
Come on.
or so of the
Alan?
estate when he wants to take all of it.
At the end of the day, both of these guys are fighting over their father's estate, and they're acting like children.
Just let it go for now.
Please, if you continue to talk about the estate, nothing's going to happen.
What's going on?
He's basically telling me that he's got all the dominoes set up and they're ready to fall. And also he mentioned that 4 of his worst enemies are now dead.
Hello. Hi.
If APS is coming and they want to look in the house, I want to make sure they have a court order, so I'm going to lock any
You
doors.
can lock the door.
I screwed in the security door at the back so that it couldn't open. And then right after I did that, apparently my brother came and tore it out.
What's going on?
My brother's invading the house. He's trying to get the back door open and apparently invite the APS in.
Who are you calling?
the police so I can get the order of protection delivered.
He feels that he has been bullied by his brother, harassed by his brother, and he feels that the only way he will truly be able to get his brother off of his property is to have an order of protection.
This is really bad.
Whose home is this?
Well, legally it's the estate of Fred. There is a will, which I have right here.
Okay.
And I don't know if you need to see it.
Sue actually resides in his home, but that's
I reside.
Okay, where is he?
Probably in the backyard.
Alan?
Yeah, hello.
Exploded. I'm just gonna give you a summons.
A summons for what?
An order of protection.
An order of protection for what? Don't you have to do something to issue one? Andrew apparently called the police and had a restraining order issued upon me.
Where does he live? He lives here?
He lives here and at friends' houses. I told him you're a real expletive deleted to call the police on your brother. I want to file an order of protection against him, and I want to do that now.
He may be very angry, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if he would like to hurt me.
According to the police, at this point, the order of protection will prevent Alan from coming on Andrew's property.
Usually on day 2, we can try to fill 4 or 5 trucks. With all this drama, we haven't even filled 1 truck yet. This stuff, you still need to approve.
Right.
I'd like you to try to just say,
try to be quick.
Go for it, let it go, because everything that's coming out now.
This is garbage. We recognize that, right?
No.
It's garbage.
Well,
it's gotta go like the rest of the.
Hold
No, we're
tight.
gonna discuss it for hours on end.
Hold tight.
Greg.
Hold tight.
No, let's start ripping it
Go
out.
ahead.
Go
Calm
over there
down,
for
please.
5 minutes.
It doesn't bother me.
I'm hard to try.
Wait, no, go over there for 5 minutes. Greg, you got a job, brother. Get these bags in the truck.
Although I do not like it at all.
Wrapping down our final hours. As you know, we never even got to the house. There's no pathways to your bathroom. The kitchen is still unusable. At this point, we have a reality of how severe things have gotten, and it's so devastating that Adult Protective Services are now going to be monitoring the situation, and they actually have quite a bit of authority. Andrew has no reaction whatsoever. Okay, you can have your cookie now.
Okay, thank you. I think we got enough done. I know it's only a fraction of what needs to be done.
No.
But
No.
Get out of here now.
Don't
You don't
push
live here.
me.
Go.
here,
All right, if you don't mind, the truth is that we didn't get the inside of the house clean.
The way we're leaving the house today isn't remotely acceptable for any type of inspections. We got here, the house was a crap hole, we're leaving, the house is a crap hole. This is a tough one. We knew in the first 10 minutes we weren't gonna get this house cleaned. That was if you talk to Andrew for 5 seconds, you realize, okay, that's not gonna happen.
all right. Now I'm away from anybody who can bother me.
I really fear that this whole situation is going to have a pretty tragic outcome with Andrew becoming homeless.
I knew it was impossible to clean out the entire house
I'm gonna come
in
back
2
here
days of cleaning.
tomorrow and I'm gonna help him clean up that place.
The lesson I'm taking with me is sometimes you can't save the day.
No!
All right, I made it.
Sometimes you just gotta let a hoarder be who they are.
I could be a gymnast, maybe.
I devoutly hope Andrew can come out of this mess.
Andrew enjoys this. He's actually quite happy.
Okay, any more questions?
I'm John, and I'm a retired building maintenance man. got some things I've hoarded here. This is stuff for maintenance projects, and I guess I just got lately, so I can't get anything done. I think that I must be a hoarder due to the circumstances of my house. I'm overwhelmed. When I look at it now, it makes me feel depressed.
I'm Shelley, and I'm John's oldest daughter. I know my father's a hoarder. When we opened the door, we would just see mountains on both sides of the doorway. The living room was buried, the den was buried, and there was a small path through the hallway to his bedroom.
I'm Erica, and I'm John's middle daughter. My dad is an extreme hoarder. There's a lot of trash everywhere. It's not habitable in any way, shape, or form, and it's scary.
We could hear rats in the house. You could hear scampering around.
Since just before January, I've had a rat infestation, and they've pretty well taken over in here.
I actually looked into the bookshelf straight from the doorway, and I saw a big rodent on the bookshelf.
There's a BB gun back there with a telescopic sight on it. I was gonna start using it on the rats.
He laid on the bed and had a little BB gun by the bed and was shooting at the rats. Basically, it's 30 years of deferred maintenance. And my dad was a maintenance man. It's funny how people don't want to do their own job in their own homes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name's Corey Chalmers, and I'm an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding. You ready, John?
Yeah.
All right, let's get over to that courtyard.
This is just bedding.
It's what?
Bedding. For old pillows, so we can get rid of that.
All right. These fluorescents are obsolete now. They have the LED ones that put out twice as much light.
We have Daniel and Mario both here with their flatbed trailer, and they're getting these cars out of here. Daniel and Mario are pulling the truck out right now, and there's bees coming out everywhere. People are literally running down the street for their lives, getting stung multiple times. We're gonna have to address this and get a beekeeper out here stat.
Yeah.
Put this one on your table over there?
Yeah. That's very good food. 40 gallons of milk right there.
You don't need 40 gallons of milk.
Well,
I've never seen this old of food in a house. I really haven't.
okay.
The camper left on the side of the house will definitely stop him from passing on the next inspection. We got to figure out a way to get this out of here. We just finished the last crushing load of this thing. But now, down to the last couple hours, this is our final push. We're doing the heavy-duty cleaning, trying to make as much progress on this place as we can with the little time we have remaining. We are definitely running out of time, but we're going to do as much as we can to get this place as pretty as possible, even though that's a pretty big task. Our goal was not to furnish this house for John to move back into, but give it the minimum furnishings for him or the family to stay there while contractors are working. There's a fridge to put drinks in, there's a place to sit. That's all they need until this place is ready for him to move back home.
Wow. Wow. Does it look like a different house, John?
Yeah. Oh, wow. How did they get that clean?
Oh my gosh, John, you got to look at that. You ever seen this kitchen look like this for a while?
No. I can't believe that tile looks like it looks so good. It's like I didn't know it'd ever get that clean again. It looks shiny.
There's hope.
This is the first time I have literally seen a smile on John's face, and it's not coming off. I'm not sure if it's because Janet's here or he's really happy with the house, but this is a new side of him, and I'm loving it.
It's definitely has some hope and things you can do.
This can be handled.
Yeah.
This can be handled.
This can be handled.
It's the best outcome we could ever ask for. More than even expected.
Oh, it's kind of bad.
Oh my gosh. I actually didn't think this room was this big.
This is pretty big.
This is a pretty big room. I think it looks amazing, and I can't even believe they got to that point from the way it looked a week ago.
Overall, like Dr. Zazia said, we couldn't be happier with what we had to work with, the outcome that we have.
I think that John has made a lot of progress in his understanding about his hoarding behaviors, and hopefully that will be sufficient to prevent him from re-hoarding his house again. Combined with the aftercare that we're going to provide and the love and support from his family and Janet, I think the outcome is going to be really good.
I'm out there, and this house is overwhelming for me. It's just, I just can't get a grip on it. I have clothes, kids' clothes, women's clothes, exercise clothes, and hats, men's caps, and stuff like that. I got a lot of tools, toolboxes. Oh, I got a lot of things. I got dogs, I got toys. I got a little bit of everything. I don't know if I'm a hoarder or not, but I know I have a lot of stuff. Because I bought this stuff to sell. Most of it I bought to sell, and the rest I bought for my house.
I'm Veronica, Althea's daughter, but everyone calls me Molly. My mom is definitely a hoarder, and she knows it. In the backyard, there's a 53-foot trailer on the property. Box trucks, tractors, vehicles with no tires, vehicles that will not run. The sailboat has been there, oh gosh, over 20 years.
I'm Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding. I'm gonna go get my crew and we'll get started. Remember, we're trying to let go today. Let go, make space. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. No time like the present. Let's get going. Holy crap. What's the use for this one?
Well, for somebody to sleep on it when they come.
When you guys come over, are you gonna want to sleep on this?
No.
No?
Donate. Woo. What about the donate?
We're not done with the inside. Our team is split up, and we now have people working in our bedroom, the family room, and the kitchen. Here we are, you guys. End of the last day, and guess where we're standing? In a garage, in a driveway, all this space. What I'd like to do is just walk around the property, make sure we've addressed everything that the city was on you for. What do you think the city's gonna say when they come back here now?
Yes, it's amazing.
I persuaded her to get rid of a lot of stuff back there in that backyard. I know she was gonna be stubborn about things, but I knew I was gonna help her get rid of some of these things. I just had to stay there with her. That's right. I'm gonna definitely make sure that she don't go back through her ways.
Our crew absolutely got rid of a lot more stuff in that backyard than I ever thought possible. Especially the first 2 days. She was so resistant, I didn't think that stuff was gonna leave. I'd like to show you what we were able to do inside the house. You wanna go see that?
Yes.
Yes.
I would love to show you that.
All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is great. Thank you. I appreciate this. I really do. I really appreciate it.
Well, there's more. You wanna see some other rooms?
Yes. Oh,
yeah. All right.
Oh my God. What are you doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at my bed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had that stuff all over that dresser. It was a mess. And I couldn't even walk all my clothes. Oh, this is great. Oh, I got to sit down. Oh my goodness gracious. This is great. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, we were not able to get to the basement or the new parts of her home. But her livable parts, the garage, and the part that the city's on her for, the exterior, is completely done.
I need to let go. Yeah. I can see it. I can do better. I can see this now. I know I got a new goal now. I got a new goal.
Hi, thanks for being a fan of Hoarders. And subscribe to A&E for more videos and click the links around me to watch more.